Hello, welcome back to ForeUK's channel where we go through all things solar, battery, EV chargers, product comparisons. Feel free to check out the rest of the channel. We've got plenty of videos on there to go through if you are starting your solar journey. Over the past 5 years, I've worked on solar projects ranging from small domestic setups right through to large commercial systems. And since 2021, ForeUK has helped homeowners all across the UK cut their electricity bills and take control of their energy. And one of the biggest questions I always get asked is how long does solar actually take to pay back? Now, the truth is, there's no single number that fits everyone. Your payback depends on a few key factors that most companies don't bother to explain properly. So, in this video, I'm going to walk you through the three hidden factors that really determine how quickly your system pays itself off and how we calculate them properly when designing your system. If you'd like us to model it specifically for your home, you can book a free discovery call using the link in the description. The first and most important factor is your self-consumption. How much of the solar energy you actually use within your home. This is the single biggest driver of your payback because it directly offsets the energy you would otherwise be buying from the grid at 25 to 27p per kilowatt hour. That's what we call bill displacement. Is where the bulk of your savings come from. But even if you don't use all of your generation, you still get paid for the excess through SEG export payments, usually between 14 to 17p per kilowatt hour. So while your goal is to use as much solar power yourself, any leftover energy is still earning you money. Without a battery, most homes will self-consume between 30 to 50% of their solar generation. With a battery, you can look at that figure rising to between 50 to 80%, depending on the usage and the storage size. The higher the self-consumption, the faster your payback, because every unit of solar energy you use directly is one that you're not buying from the grid. And that's tax-free, guaranteed savings. Now, those savings don't stay static. They actually grow year after year, which brings us to factor number two. The second key factor is electricity price inflation, the rate at which your energy costs increase over time. In the UK, prices have historically risen by around 3 to 4% a year on average. Although some suppliers quote figures as high as 5 to 6%, we prefer to take a conservative route when forecasting because it gives you more accurate and honest picture of your returns. It's important to factor in inflation because it gives you a true representation on how much you are actually saving. What you offset at 25p per kilowatt hour today could cost 30p a kilowatt hour in a few years' time. That means the value of every unit you generate keeps increasing automatically, even though your panels are producing roughly the same amount each year. You're also protecting yourself from any sudden price spikes or volatility like we saw back in 2022 when rates hit record highs. So even if the price jumps unexpectedly, your solar keeps delivering stable, predictable savings. So that's inflation covered. But there's still one more factor that can make or break your system's performance, and that's the quality of its design. The third major factor is system design quality. And this is where the difference between an average setup and a great one really shows. Everything starts with your roof and layout. So the pitch, the direction, shading. The south-facing roof will naturally give you the highest generation, but east and west roofs can still perform incredibly well when designed properly. Shading is also a big one. So if there's a small shadow from a chimney or a tree, this can still pull down an entire string of panels if the system isn't optimized correctly. That's why we often use Tego optimizers on shaded arrays, which let each panel perform independently, meaning one shaded panel doesn't drag down the rest. Then there's things like the inverter sizing and battery configuration. If either of those are undersized, you'll never be able to get the full benefit from your panels. We make sure each ForeUK system is built around your usage profile, roof type, and export setup. not just a generic layout. A properly designed system will generate more, store more, and give a consistent payback over the 20 plus years. So when you take those three factors together, self consumption, inflation, and good system design, that's where the magic and savings really happen. So to recap, your payback is driven by three things: how much of your solar you use yourself, how electricity prices rise over time, and how well your system is designed for your property. When those align, most systems we design pay themselves off in around 5 to 7 years, with returns that keep growing as energy prices climb. If you'd like us to forecast those numbers for your home, showing exactly how your self consumption, usage pattern, and roof layout affect return on investment, feel free to book a free discovery call or request an ROI forecast using the link in the description. This has been ForeUK's YouTube channel. Feel free to check out some of the other videos that we've got on here. And yeah, if you're looking into solar, feel free to reach out. Thank you.